1964. The year music changed forever. But here's the thing. Most people only remember the Beatles. What about the other massive hits that ruled the radio that year? Songs that made teenagers dance. Songs that made parents worry. Songs that defined an entire generation. Today we're diving into 20 chart toppers from 1964. Some you'll recognize instantly. Others? Completely forgotten. Let's see how many you remember. The Beatles, I Wanna Hold Your Hand. Let's start with the obvious one. February 1964. Four guys with mop-top haircuts landed in America. I Wanna Hold Your Hand spent 7 weeks at number 1.
Me be your man, and please say to me.
7 weeks. This wasn't just a song. It was an invasion. Girls screamed. Parents panicked. Music was never the same. The lyrics were simple, almost innocent.
And when I touch you,
I wanna hold your hand. But the energy? Electric. Revolutionary. This single track sold over 12 million copies worldwide.
You let me hold your hand.
Louis Armstrong, Hello Dolly. Now here's a twist you probably forgot. While the Beatles were conquering the world, a 63-year-old jazz legend knocked them off the number 1 spot. Louis Armstrong, Hello Dolly. That gravelly voice, that infectious trumpet, pure joy in musical form. Armstrong became the oldest artist to ever top the Billboard Hot 100. A record that stood for decades. The song came from a Broadway musical, but Armstrong made it his own. It proved one thing: real talent never goes out of style. The Beatles, She Loves You. The Beatles again. Because 1964 was their year. Actually, this song was released in 1963 in the UK. But it exploded in America in early '64. 2 weeks at number 1. Fun fact, Paul McCartney's dad hated the yeah 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 part. He thought it was too common. He wanted them to sing yes 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 instead. Sometimes dad doesn't know best. Roy Orbison, Oh Pretty Woman. Those opening guitar riffs. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Roy Orbison in his dark sunglasses, singing about a beautiful woman walking down the street.
Pretty woman, I couldn't help but see. Pretty woman.
3 weeks at number 1. Orbison wrote this in less than an hour. His wife Claudette was going shopping. He asked if she needed money. She said she was going to get pretty for him. Musical gold was born. This song later sparked a Supreme Court copyright case in the 1990s, but that's another story.
You look lonely as can be.
The Supremes, Baby Love. Detroit's finest. The Supremes. Diana Ross, Florence Ballard, and Mary Wilson changed the game for black female artists. Baby Love sat at number 1 for 4 weeks. That smooth Motown sound. Those perfectly synchronized vocals. Producer Berry Gordy knew he had something special. The song made the Supremes international superstars overnight. They became the most successful American group of the 1960s. 3 black women from the projects of Detroit. Talk about breaking barriers. Bobby Vinton, There. I've Said It Again. Bobby Vinton, the Polish prince. There. I've Said It Again held the number 1 spot for 4 weeks. It was actually a cover. The original came out in 1945. But Vinton's smooth, romantic version captured hearts in 1964.
I will till the end.
Here's what's crazy. This was the last #1 song before the Beatles arrived in America. The end of an era. The calm before the storm. Vinton's gentle crooning versus the British invasion's raw energy. Old guard versus new wave. And we know who won that battle.
Is you love me, and it's heaven. Driving up and down the same old strip. I gotta find a new place where
The Beach Boys, I Get Around. California dreaming meets hot rod culture. The Beach Boys and I Get Around brought sunshine and surf to the charts. 2 weeks at #1. Brian Wilson's genius was on full display. Those harmonies? Layered to perfection. This was the Beach Boys' first #1 hit. It captured teenage freedom. Cruising in cars. Chasing girls. Living fast. The American answer to the Beatles' British charm. Both groups dominated 1964. But while the Beatles wore suits, the Beach Boys wore stripes and smiled about surfboards. The Beatles, Can't Buy Me Love. The Beatles, again, surprised? Can't Buy Me Love debuted at #1 in the UK, a record at the time. 5 weeks at the top in America. Paul McCartney wrote most of it while the Beatles were in Paris. The message was clear. Money can't buy affection. Love isn't for sale. Pretty deep for a pop song, right? Wrong. That's what made the Beatles special. Catchy melodies with real meaning. Mary Wells, My Guy. Motown magic strikes again. Mary Wells and My Guy owned the airwaves for 2 weeks. That bouncy bass line. Wells' confident vocals. Pure ear candy. She was only 21 years old when this hit #1. Smokey Robinson wrote and produced it specifically for her. Nothing you can buy could make me feel alive. The song made Wells the first Motown artist to hit #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. She paved the way for Diana Ross, Stevie Wonder, and Marvin Gaye. A true pioneer. Often overlooked, never forgotten by true music fans. My God, I'm sticking to my... Where did our love go? The Supremes, Where Did Our Love Go? The Supremes return with heartbreak wrapped in a danceable beat. Where Did Our Love Go? Spent 2 weeks at #1. Here's the backstory. The Supremes almost rejected this song. So they thought it was too simple, too childish. The Marvelettes turned it down first. Thank goodness someone convinced Diana Ross to record it. This song launched the Supremes into superstardom. Baby, baby, where did our love go? It became their signature sound. That stomping rhythm. Those baby baby backing vocals. Perfection. Before you won my heart. The Beatles, A Hard Day's Night. Another Beatles track. Because apparently they own 1964. A Hard Day's Night came from their movie of the same name. That opening chord. If you know, you know. Music experts still debate how they created that sound. George Harrison on a 12-string guitar. George Martin's genius production. 2 weeks at #1. The phrase "a hard day's night" came from Ringo Starr. He accidentally mixed up "a hard day's work" and "worked like a night." John Lennon loved it, wrote a song about it, made history. The Four Seasons' Rag Doll. Frankie Valli's falsetto was unmistakable. Rag Doll showed the Four Seasons could compete with the British invasion. And compete they did. The song tells the story of a poor girl selling newspapers. The narrator falls in love with her despite their class differences. It hit number 1 for 1 week. That high-pitched ragdoll vocal? That's pure Frankie Valli magic. The Four Seasons were one of the few American groups to hold their ground in 1964. Respect. Manfred Mann, Do-Wah-Diddy-Diddy, British Invasion meets doo-wop. Manfred Mann took this song to number 2, but Do-Wah-Diddy-Diddy was everywhere in 1964. That infectious rhythm. Those nonsense lyrics that somehow made perfect sense.
She's mine, I'm hers, she's mine, wedding bells are going.
The song was actually written by American songwriters Jeff Barry and Ellie Greenwich. A girl group called the Exciters recorded it first, but Manfred Mann's version became the smash hit. Sometimes the cover outshines the original.
The things I've been dreaming of, now we're together, nearly everybody loves somebody sometime.
Dean Martin, Everybody Loves Somebody. Dean Martin proved old-school charms still had a place in 1964. Everybody Loves Somebody knocked the Beatles, A Hard Day's Night, off the number 1 spot. No easy feat. Martin was 47 years old, competing against teenagers and 20-somethings. And winning. The song became his biggest hit, his signature tune. Frank Sinatra's Buddy, showing the youngsters how it's done. Classy, timeless, and utterly Dean Martin.
Then every minute, every hour.
The Shangri-Las, leader of the pack. Teen angst, motorcycle rebel, tragedy, drama. Leader of the pack had it all. The Shangri-Las were 4 girls from Queens, New York. They told stories through music. The song? A tragic romance.
What you heard, I'll never know.
Girl falls for a bad boy biker. Parents disapprove. He dies in a motorcycle crash. Dark stuff for 1964. The song even featured motorcycle sound effects.
Begged him to go slow. What you heard, I'll never know.
Revolutionary for the time. It peaked at number 1 and became a teenage anthem. Rebellious, emotional, unforgettable.
Love me do.
The Beatles, Love Me Do. Full circle moment here. Love Me Do was the Beatles' first single ever, released in the UK in 1962, but it took until 1964 to hit the American charts. By then, Beatlemania was in full swing. The song climbed to number 1 on the strength of their reputation. That harmonica, John and Paul's harmonies, simple but effective. This is where it all began. The song that started the revolution. Without Love Me Do, there might not have been I Want to Hold Your Hand. History hangs on small moments.
Love me do. Oh, love me do.
Because we're going to the chapel and we're
The Dixie Cups, Chapel of Love. 3 teenage girls from New Orleans. The song knocked the Beatles off number 1. Let that sink in. 3 unknown teenagers dethroned the Beatles. The song was originally written for the Ronettes. They passed on it. Bad move, ladies. Chapel of Love captured the innocence of young love and marriage.
mine. We'll love until
Going to the chapel and we're gonna get married. A summer wedding in musical form. It spent 3 weeks at number 1.
going to the chapel of love.
Say I won't stay in a world without love.
Peter and Gordon, A World Without Love. Here's a secret. Paul McCartney wrote this song, but he didn't perform it. He gave it to Peter Asher and Gordon Waller.
So I wait and in a
Peter's sister Jane was dating Paul. Family connections, folks. The song hit number 1. 3 weeks at the top. Please Lock Me Away and Don't Allow the Day. Dramatic teenage heartbreak at its finest. Peter and Gordon had the British sound Americans craved, thanks to a little help from their friend Paul.
with my loneliness. I don't care what. A house in New
The Animals, House of the Rising Sun. Haunting. The Animals took an old folk song and electrified it. House of the Rising Sun told the story of a New Orleans brothel. Dark themes for 1964 pop radio. Eric Burdon's vocals sent chills down spines. That organ intro became legendary. The song hit #1 in the UK and #1 in the US. It proved rock music could be serious. No more innocent love songs. The Animals brought edge to the charts. Lesley Gore, You Don't Own Me. We end with a feminist anthem before feminism was cool. Lesley Gore. Only 17 years old. You Don't Own Me peaked at #2. But its impact? #1 in the history books. Don't tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to say. In 1964, young women weren't supposed to talk like that. But Gore did. Loud and proud. The song became a rallying cry for independence. Decades later, it's still relevant. Used in movies, TV shows, political campaigns. Lesley Gore gave young women permission to speak up, to demand respect, to own their voice. Revolutionary then, powerful now. 20 songs. One incredible year. 1964 changed music forever. The British invasion, Motown's rise, teen rebellion, social change. All wrapped up in 3-minute pop songs. How many did you remember? How many have you actually heard? Drop a comment below. Tell me which song hit you with the most nostalgia. Or maybe you discovered something new today. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, smash that like button. Subscribe for more music history deep dives. And hit the bell so you never miss a video. Because the past? It's not really past. It's living in every song we love today. Thanks for watching. Keep the music alive.